Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Borderlands 4 world bosses and how to get powerful unique items early on. For instance, this assault rifle that I have, I can stand and I can charge it, and when I let go it fires a whole bunch of bullets in a row. Very powerful, very cool, very unique looking. And what we're going to be looking at is basically essentially the hardest bosses at the start of the game that drop a whole bunch of items. These are all the things that drop for me, as well as some of the things that I picked up. I literally just killed this boss, which you're going to see on screen in a second, and got this assault rifle. Obviously I got this rep kit, which is 114 healing with overshield unused, rather than healing grants an overshield equal to the rep kit's initial healed amount. So having a build based around overshield, something like this would be incredible. Unused grants increased melee damage, which for me is neither here nor there. And in my build there is some skills tied to overshield, and having more overshield is more damage in different ways. So incredible pickup for me off the bat. I also got this grenade, which is pretty cool as well. It's a fully loaded fusillade exploder, and it looks goddamn cool. Look at that. Look at that. Look how long it lasts. Initial blast, and then it bounces around firing bullets. That was just from this boss, and that could probably randomly drop from anywhere, but I feel like killing these bosses will give you more of a chance. I also got, you know, some Blue Jacobs pistols, etc, etc. So anyway, let's talk about the world bosses and my experiences with them. So I've fought 2 right now, and the only way to find these bosses is to just randomly run into them. As you're running around the world, you will see a sort of like translucent dome within a certain area. You want to enter this dome and you will get a boss. This boss will then be very difficult, but I do want to say off the bat, if you leave that dome, that boss will disappear and you'll have to go find another one, or hope that this one comes back at a later date. I've tried everything I could to try and make it farmable, like leaving, backing out the game, dashboarding and coming back in. Could not get bosses to respawn in any way, shape or form. So it does look like, for right now anyway, world bosses are entirely random. However, when you do see a dome, you want to try to attempt to fight them, and they're going to be pretty difficult. The first one that I fought was basically like a little midget guy and a massive piece of armor, and I had to fight them separately and together. And then the second boss that I fought, which is the one that we just saw the rewards from, it's essentially like a half human flying guy and a half robot legs. They were very difficult, did a lot of damage, loads of different abilities like slamming onto the floor or like flying above and dropping down bombs. Once you get them down to enough health, they split into 2. One's chasing you around on the floor and the other one's flying up in the air. So in the small little areas that you have within the domes, it can be quite challenging because they are also higher level than you. And the bosses, they've essentially got 3 health bars, at least the ones that I've fought right now. But they're a lot of fun. You know, in the fight, you can figure out their mechanics fairly easily, but then it's having enough damage, time, energy, patience and skill to not get killed by them. Like for instance, the robot guy, the robot flyer guy, the one that you're seeing on screen, the lower half when it split away was weak to electric shock damage, so it was doing more damage. And then the boss that was flying in the air was weak to, I think, fire. But, you know, having to change on the fly, think of a plan and fight them was just incredible. They're so much fun right now. Very challenging, great way to start the game. But once you do get through them and kill them, you will get a whole bunch of loot. And I assume, I don't want to, you know, say this for sure, but I assume that legendaries will more often drop from them because they are so difficult and because they are random. Their loot pool probably has a higher percentage for legendary, I would assume. If not, you're still going to get a whole bunch of good stuff. I think from both boss fights, I pretty much leveled up my quote-unquote power by at least 20% with the stuff that I equipped. You know, just going off the quick maths in my head. So it was very much worth doing, and now I'm going to have a lot more fun with the quests that I'm going to do. And right now, I have literally only done 1 main quest and 1 side quest, and I've already got all this stuff that you're seeing on screen just from fighting 2 big scary bosses. So check them out. Don't avoid them. Get in there. Have a fight. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you're going to get a whole lot of rewards. So let me know what kind of items you are getting dropped. Have you had a legendary yet? I know someone that I'm playing with got a legendary from their first chest that they opened up. While I've not got a legendary yet, it's sad. So let me know if you've got anything fun. Thank you for watching. I've been easy now. You guys have been awesome.